Recording. Listen. Okay, a few things you will need today, so quickly get these out, please. You will need the place value template, your whiteboard, your dry erase markers, your eraser for your dry erase markers, or the one on the pen, and a pencil. Okay? For when we do problem set. Good. Thank you, Ledger, for being ready. Thank you, Ariana and Emma, for being ready. No, we do not have a sprint today. But we have another activity. Okay, ready, Elian? Okay, push in your desk. Your bin, push it in. No, take it out. Yes, there. All right. Ready, Freddies? Okay, let's go over our learning target for today. Okay, ready? Thank you both for having your eyes up here. Thank you, Ariana and Alejandro and Dylan, for having your eyes up here. Thank you, Ledger and Noah. Okay, so our learning target for today, ready? Today I will use place value discs so that I can connect multiplying and dividing by powers of 10. So remember, powers of 10 are when we had like a times 10, or a times 100, or a times 1,000. So this would have 1 power of 10. This one has 2 powers of 10. 1,000 has 3 powers of 10. Okay? I will know that I have it when I can answer 3,632 and 1/10 divided by 10. Yes, Ledger? Sure. Okay, fluency, ready? So our first fluency activity is we're going to count forward and backward by 3s, and we're going to stop at 36, okay? So let's look at our multiplication chart. If you have it memorized, then that is great. If you don't have it memorized, you look up here, try to see as best as you can. And we're going to all count together. So we need to sound like one person or counting, okay? Ready, Elian? Okay, starting at 3. Ready, go. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30, 33, 36. Stop. Okay, now we're going to start at 36 and go backwards, okay? Elian, máscara. Okay, ready? Go. 36, 33, 30, 27, 24, 21, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6, 3. Stop. Nice. Okay, now we're going to count forward and backward by 4s. And we're going to stop at 48. Ready? Okay, starting at 4. Ready? Go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Stop. Okay, now let's do it backwards. Ready? Starting at 48. Ready? Go. 48, 44, 40, 36, 32, 28, 24, 20, 16, 12, 8, 4. Awesome. Good job. Okay. This next activity is called Pick Out the Tens. So we're breaking it apart. We're going to, if we have 83 ones, we would take out the tenths. So 83 ones would give us 8 tenths and 3 ones left over, okay? Eyes up here. Elian, eyes over here. Okay, so now I need to write in the next one. Sorry. Okay, so now your next one would be 93 ones. Okay, think about it. Okay, now say it out loud. Everybody ready? Go.
9 tens and 3 ones.
Good. 93 ones is equal to 9 tens, 3 ones. Okay? 103 ones. Elian, eyes over here. 103 ones equals how many hundreds? 100. How many tens?
0 tens
And 3 ones. Okay? All right, let's try a few more. Next one is bundle 10 and change units. Bundle 10 and change units, okay? So we're going to say the number sentence and then fill in the blank when we say the sentence. So this first one says 10 hundreds is equal to blank or is equal to 1 blank. So if we were to have 10 tens, how much is 10 tens equal to 100? Okay. 10 hundreds is equal to 1,000. Good job, Roger. Does everybody see the pattern? So however, 10 of these is going to exchange for 1 of the next place value. Okay, so 100 is the next place value from 10. 1,000 is the next place value from 100. So what's the next place value for ones? 10. So we would have 10 ones is equal to 110. Okay, now.
10 tens is equal to 1.
Okay, so 10 tenths, so if this are in dimes, 10 tenths is equal to 1. Okay, now let's say it together. Ready? Last one. Okay, everybody say it. We're saying the sentence together. Ready? Go. 10 hundreds equals 1,000. 10 tens equals 100. 10 ones equals 110. 10 tenths equals 1. Good. Okay. So now 10 thousandths equals 1 hundred.
And then 10 hundredths is equal to 1 10.
Close. What's the 1 tenth? There we go. Thank you. That one was tricky.
I forgot the name of that.
Okay. Eyes up here. Ready? Thank you, Alejandro. Elian. Thank you. Go. Okay, so say it together. Everybody ready? Go. 10 thousandths equals 100. 10 hundredths equals 1 tenth. Okay. Awesome job. Okay, next one. Now we need our place value charts, okay? So you need these ones. And your marker. Place value chart and your marker. Okay, this fluency activity, we're multiplying and dividing by 10, okay? So, we have 3 ones. Do you agree? 3 ones, 3 ones. Okay? We are going to multiply it by 10. So if we're going to multiply it by 10, which way are we shifting? To the left. Good, Bo. How many shifts? One. Good, Alejandro. One shift. So we would show one shift with your arrow. Draw it. Draw it. So if you want to do the dots or the digit 3. And we will now have 3 tenths. Do you agree? 3 times 10 equals 3 tenths? Or 30. Okay? So now we have 30 in standard form. Do you agree 3 times 10 is 30? Okay. Now let's try. So you can do it on the next one below, or you can erase your board. Okay, next one, let's do 200ths. So find the hundredths place. So here's our decimal, here's our tenths. Here is our hundredths. It's the same order every time, okay? So we need 2 hundredths. So that would be 2 discs. Elian, 2 discs. Or the number 2. 2 hundredths. And we're going to times it by, oh, it's like a plus sign. Times it by 10. Okay, so that's 1 power of 10. So that's how many shifts?
1.
1 shift, good. To the left or to the right? To the left, beautiful. Because if we're multiplying, it needs to get bigger. And it can only get bigger if it goes this way. Okay, because do you see how the farther to the left we go, the bigger the place value is? Okay, so that would be 1 jump to the left. So that means we now have 2 tenths. 2 tenths. There is no ones. Elian, lo tienes que estar escribiendo con nosotros, por favor. Gracias. Okay, let's try another one. Ready? Okay, wipe off your board or do it below. Okay, next one. We have 3 tenths, 2 hundredths. So 3 tenths, 2 hundredths, or 32 hundredths. Okay, we're going to times it by 10. How many shifts? 1 shift. Left or right? To the left, because we're multiplying, okay? So 1 shift, ready? 1, drop it down. The next one, the next digit, 1, drop it down. So if this is the tenths and this is the ones, in between we always have a decimal. Because this is kind of like our divider that shows these are the decimals. These are the less than a whole. The left side is the wholes. So anything 1 whole or more. Okay, so now we have 3 and 2 tenths. Okay, awesome job. Let's try application problems. So you need your whiteboard or our online friends. Paper and pencil, please. Okay, ready? Okay, Elian, whiteboard, okay? Thank you, Bo. Thank you, Ledger and Noah. Thank you, Alejandro, Emma. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you, Ariana. Ariana. Elian, ready? El whiteboard, though. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to read it and then we are going to read it together. Ready? Eyes up here. A school district ordered 247 boxes of pencils. Each box contains 100 pencils. If the pencils are to be shared evenly among 10 classrooms, how many pencils will each class receive?
Well, it depends on how many students.
Draw a place value chart to show your thinking. Okay, so first, let's read together the first sentence and then stop right there. Okay, ready? Go. A school district ordered 247 boxes of pencils. Stop right there. What can we draw or what can we write? Ledger? 247 what? Boxes of pencils. Write it on your whiteboard or paper pencil, please. Boxes of pencils. Good. Awesome. Okay, let's keep going. Back over here. Ready? Each. Go.
Each box contains
100 pencils. Stop. So if we have 247 boxes of pencils and each box has 100 pencils, should we write this down too?
Yes.
Okay, 100 pencils in each box. Write it down on your whiteboard. Okay. Okay, back over here. Ready? If the pencils are to be shared evenly among 10 classrooms, stop. Yes.
How many students are in each class?
But the question is not how many pencils will each student get. The question is just how many pencils will each class get. Okay? Okay, so here's one of the questions. But another part, before we answer the question, is to figure out how many pencils total we have. Okay, how can we figure out how many total pencils there are? I know Ledger knows. Does anybody else know? What's a guess? What should we do with this? Bo?
Times and then y.
Times, then divide our answer. Okay, let's do this one first. So we can multiply like this, or we can multiply using our place value chart. Okay, so grab your place value chart. Again, place value chart. And then put in your number, the whole 247. So that goes 2 in the 100, 4 in the 10, 7 in the ones. Okay?
I think I know the answer.
So now our decimal would go here, right? So now each digit, since we're timesing it by a power of 10, we're going to shift. How many powers of 10 are in 100? Good, Alejandro Noah. There are 2 powers of 10 because 100 is equal to 10 times 10. So there's 2 powers of 10. So 2 shifts. To the left or to the right since we're multiplying? To the left, to the left. Okay, ready? Starting at the 2. 1, 2, drop it down here. Okay, next digit, 2 shifts. Ready? 1, 2, drop it down here. Okay, next digit. 1, 2, drop it down right here. Good. Okay, if our decimal is here, we still have the 10 place and the ones place. So what do we need in here since we don't have any more digits to shift over? What do we need here? Zeros. We need our placeholders, right? Okay. What else can we put in here? Right here. What else can we put right here? A comma. Thank you, Ledger. All right, so we now have 24,700 pencils, right? So equals 24,700 pencils all together. Write it down. Whoops. Okay, so Bo, what did you say our next step was? Divide. What are we going to divide by? If the pencils are to be shared evenly among 10 classrooms, how many pencils will each class receive? So we need to divide it by the classrooms. How many classrooms? 10. Thank you. So then divide by 10. What do we need to divide by 10?
2,000.
Well, 24,000. Good. Okay, so now our next part. 24,700 divided by 10. Okay, write it down. Elian, got it? So how many powers of 10 are in 10? Thank you, Alejandro. 1. Thank you, Bo. So how many shifts? 1 shift. To the left or to the right? To the right because we're dividing. So we are going to go smaller place values. All right, so 1 shift. I'm going to rewrite my new one. 24,700. I'll put it on your place value chart, please. Okay, starting all the way on the right side. Ready? So start in the ones. 1 jump, drop it down right here. Elian, no, thank you. Okay, next one. 1 jump, drop it down right here. Don't forget to bring down your decimal. Okay, next digit. 1 jump, drop it down right here. Elian, siéntate. No. No. Okay, next one. 1 jump, drop it down right here. Okay, next one. 1 jump, 1 shift, drop it down right here. Okay, so now we have, write it down exactly how you see it right here. So 2470, decimal 0.
70.
Okay, but you're not splitting this because this is how much each class gets. Okay, so now we have 2,470. What can we put here? A comma. Thank you, Ledger. Okay, did we answer the question? How many pencils will each class receive? Good. Okay, got it? Any questions? Ready to move on? Okay, go ahead and wipe off your boards, please. Okay. Wipe off your boards. Okay. We're now starting our concept development. So this is what you will be needing in order to be successful on problem set and exit ticket. Okay, let's read our discussion. So what do you remember from yesterday's lesson about how adjacent units on the place value chart are related? Okay, so when we're thinking about our place value chart, we have our decimal, oops, we have the tenths, we have the ones, we have the tens, the hundreds, and I'll stop right here. Okay, so if we're comparing the ones compared to the tenths, how much more is 10 than 1? How much more is it? Bo?
9 more than 1.
Close, 10 more. If we're thinking it, yes, and times it. Yes, thank you for clarifying that. So if we were to times it, so if we have ones and tens, 10 is 10 more than 1. Okay, so what about hundreds? How much more is 100 than 10?
100.
Close. 10 more, 10 tens more, right? Okay, so let's look at it this way. So if we're thinking dividing by tenths, how much less is a tenth than a 1? 10 tenths less? Okay. Or 1/10 as a fraction like that. Okay. All right. Elian, eyes up here. Perfect. Okay, problem 1. Ready? Okay. Work with your partner to solve these problems. Write 2 complete number sentences on your board. So on your whiteboard, you need to write down 367 times 10 equals blank. And then 367 divided by 10 equals blank. Okay. Ready? Write it down. Write your equations down first. Write it down. Write it down. Thank you. All right. I'm going to have Noah and Ledger working together, Ariana and Emma working together, Bo and Dylan working together, and then Alejandro and Elian. Okay, and if you're already finished, then I want you to explain to your partner how you got that answer. And if both of you have answers that are different, then explain to each other how you got your answer, and maybe you made a mistake or maybe your partner made a mistake. Okay, you have 1 minute to talk about it. Ready? Go. Okay, get your answers if you don't have your answer yet. Okay, so your answer, use your place chart. Times 10. So Okay, so this number, so you have 300. So you would find the hundreds and then put the as well. By 10, that's 110, so you're going to count 1 1. Almost got it. Okay. Go ahead and I got it. All right. So 367 times 10.
It's 3,670.
Okay, so is our answer going to be a bigger place value or a smaller place value? Bigger, because we're multiplying by a whole, okay? So what would be our answer since each one is shifting one time? Did you get this? 3,670. Correct? Okay, so now since we're dividing, Elian, máscara. Elian, what did you get? Okay, so 3. 6, 7, like that? Or do you need something here? What goes here? The decimal. There we go. Okay, so 36 and 7/10. If you do not put your decimal, your answer is incorrect because your answer would still be saying you have 367. Okay? Yes, Ariana. For math? Why? When we work with partners, yes. Okay, next one. Ready? Okay, wipe off your whiteboards and try the next one. Okay, Dylan, on your whiteboard, okay? So write down 4,367 times 10 equals, and then 4,367 divided by 10 equals. Okay, solve them. Explain to your partner how you got the answer. 1 minute. Go.
It's like multiplication. Yeah, it's good. 6. Why is this my turn? 1 All right.
Okay. What did you get? What's our product, Dylan? Four, 3, 6, and 7. You have a blank space, so what do we need to put for a placeholder? Close, 0. Then you would have your decimal, okay? So now we have 43,670. Okay, so now for our division one. So instead of shifting left, Now we're shifting right. 1 time for 110, okay? So you should have gotten, Noah, 400,
36.7.
like that, okay? Got it? All right, you're doing good. I like it. All right, problem 2, ready? What is different about these equations from the last one, Ledger?
Their times is divided by
100.
which is the
Okay, so 100 has how many powers of 10? 2. Thank you, Alejandro. That would be 10 times 10, right? So you're going to do 2 shifts. All right, first one, ready? So 215 and 6/10 times 100. 215 and 6/10 divided by 100. 3 and 7/10 times 100. 3 and 7/10 divided by 100. Hey, you have 2 minutes to do all of them. Ready? Go. Hey, next one, quick. Wipe it off. Let's put it in the table. After you're ready, everything else. There we go. Okay, let's do this one first. So you have 215. Where does the 2 go? This one is right there. That's small. So instead of going to this side, now you're going to 2 times for 2 tenths. So you'll start with this one. 2. And I'll try the 5. This is your answer. All right, ready? Yes, Dylan? Okay, you did this one, right? Okay, Dylan, what did you get? Okay. Did anybody else get anything different?
No.
Hey, good job. Okay, what about this one? So we did 2 shifts, right? Noah?
21,560.
Like that?
Yeah, because they're shifted by 2.
Yep.
So
That looks right. Okay. Next one.
You got it.
Did anybody else solve this one? Go.
Yep, I did. 370.
Like that?
Decimal 0.
Decimal 0. Just like this, right? Perfect. Okay. Last one. Noah.
0.037.
Good, that's right, because your 3 did 2 jumps. Okay, check your answers. Awesome job, that looks great. Okay. Problem 3, ready? So now, what's different to these problems from the last one? Alejandro? The zeros, there's 1,000, right? Good, so now we're doing it by 1,000. So 1,000 has how many powers of 10? 3 powers of 10. It's 10 times 10 times 10. Okay? So that means each one needs 3 shifts. To the right or to the left. Okay, so first you have 0.482 thousandths times 1,000 equals, Elian, mask on or you have to come sit back over here. Okay, next one is 482 wholes divided by 1,000. That looks like a set.
No, this is easy. I found out the riddle.
Okay, 1 minute. Mask.
It's
Go.
It's the answer. So you just yeah, you just flip it. Oh, I didn't. Don't show it.
This one, I will say all your decimals first, and then how many ones? 0. Okay, so we'll open the test. Okay, so now 1,000 has how many tens? Okay, so 1,000. Or there's 3 zeros, so there's 3 tens. So there's 3 shifts.
You just take no. Okay. Nice.
Perfect. All right,
Okay, you get it.
ready for these? Okay. So 482 thousandths times 1,000 equals, Ledger,
So you're basically just switching them because you're multiplying it by 3.
right, so tell me.
So it's 482, and the one with the division is 0.482.
Okay, let me check it. So we started with 0.482 thousand. We did 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, 482. Or 482 decimal 0. Okay, did anybody get a different answer for this one? All right, good job. Okay, problem set. Ready, Freddies? Okay, take out your Chromebooks, go on to Google Classroom. You're doing Math Lesson 2, Class Kick. I will bring you the paper, but you still need to put in your answers on Class Kick, okay? Okay, back at your seats. Softly talk to each other. But you cannot sit next to each other. You're doing it on the paper and then putting your answers on. Oh. What happened? Why did my headlight turn on? Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we are on debrief. Okay, so we're having our class discussion on debriefing. Ready? Okay, so compare and contrast. So how is it the same or different answers in problem 1A, 1B, or 1C and 1D? So first let's look at problem 1A and 1B. So problems 1A and 1B. So 54,000 times 10 and 54,000 divided by 10. How are they the same? How are these two the same? What's the same about them? Noah?
They have the same numbers.
They start with the same number, right? 54,000, 54,000. Okay, what else is the same? The 10, it's 10, 10. Okay, what is different? Multiplication and division, right? What else is different? Once you get your answers, are your answers the same? No, so your answers are different as well, okay? Good job. So now, what is similar about the process for how you solve these problems? What's the same? You're always doing what? What is the same about how you solved all of these problems? What did you always do, Ledger? You're always shifting. What's different is that either you shift left or you shift right. Perfect. Anything else? All right, thank you very much. Let's go ahead and do exit ticket. Leave it at your desk for now. Okay, exit ticket. So that is on Google Classroom for today's date, Tuesday, August 25th. Click on Math Exit Ticket, and then click on Go Formative. It asks you to log in. Log in with your Google, click on your email address, and then it should get started. Here's a paper if you want to get started on this first, and then type in your answer while it loads. You don't want to waste any time. If yours is done, perfect. Yes, go. Not anymore because you already did it yesterday. Good. Here you go. Okay.
You have to do the paper. I won't let you type. How do you type? Yeah, type. This. You got it.
Okay, you have 3 minutes. You do not need to spend more than 3 minutes, only 3 minutes, okay? Start writing in decimal. 32 decimal 1. So first on your decimal, and on there. Hold on.